What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the boxing clinic, and Deontay Wilder said, him and Joshua will be, one of the biggest fights of his career, the fight that he really wants. Said, wouldn't it be the story of my life if Anthony Joshua got popped for PEDs, going into that fight? And, I would guess, it would be the story of life. And I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised at anything. If he says, that, maybe he's insinuating it or whatever it is, when you're a clean fighter, you can do and say what you want, on that topic. But, I told you guys it sounded fishy that the two heavyweights that wasn't enlisted in random Nevada drug testing was Luis Ortiz, who just got popped, and Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua enlisted in Nevada with Vladimir Klitschko, but he's not enlisted in year-round with the WBC. Now, that could be the case where, he don't feel like he don't want to be ranked in the WBC right now. He doesn't care about it. A lot of guys, tend not to go through the violent drug testing. Earl Spence wasn't enrolled in it. And a lot of other guys. It doesn't mean you on PEDs. Just, maybe you're not aiming to have that belt right now. And when that opportunity comes around, you get that belt. Because for Anthony Joshua, it's like, okay, I can jump into the WBC and get my title shot whenever the fuck I want to do it. If I tell Wilder let's fight tomorrow, Wilder gonna fight tomorrow. He's that, and that's just the truth. He could jump in and do what he wants. It's like double dutch. Whenever you want to jump in, he could jump in there. But I find it fishy that Joseph Parker enrolled, missed a drug test, and then he moved on to the next one and then try to pursue the Wilder fight no more, because you would have got the Deontay Wilder versus Joseph Parker fight coming up next. But he missed his drug test. You know what I mean? So could I see Anthony Joshua on that shit? Probably so. He could be. I doubt it though. I don't think he's on steroids. I did a video on that a few months ago. I don't think he's on steroids. If he is, he is. We'll find out hopefully sooner than later. But I don't think he's that stupid. His body is very muscular, but a lot of people just have fast twitch muscles, and it's genetic. He's a very strong and bulky individual. That's the way the dominoes fall for him. But we've seen there are chinks in his armor, like everybody else, where he gets tired. He's too muscle bound, especially in the Klitschko fight, which came in the career high 250. But Deontay Wilder's right. He's not saying that Anthony Joshua was on steroids, and that's what you guys are going to take away from that. Oh, Deontay Wilder, saying that Joshua was going to be on steroids. He didn't say that. He didn't say that at all. And I didn't make the insinuation that he was. I just said I wouldn't be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised at anything in these days and ages. Because Povetkin, the shit that he was on steroids for, it wasn't steroids, about a couple years ago. They just changed it. And Maria Sharapova, another Russian, got knocked for it. So, shit changes. They find out new shit. People could be taking something right now that could be considered a steroid, next year or in a few months. So, it's all type of physical advantages. Like when people lift weights, some people say you don't need protein. It gives you a different advantage, helps you recover quicker. Some people, look, it's just the way you look at the pendulum. When people hear PEDs and steroids, they instantly think steroids and shooting shit in your ass. Not all performance-enhancing drugs are steroids. It's stuff that you walk into GNC and buy. That's on the ban list. I think creatine is on the ban list. So certain things you can't use, but it is what it is. Hopefully this fight happens, and hopefully both fighters is clean. We've seen guys before who point the finger at other dirty fighters and say, "Oh, I would never do that," like David Ortiz, and then turn around and get busted for PEDs. Because you're the one that's not getting caught, or the one that's trying to be the poster child to be anti-performance enhancing drugs, doesn't mean that can be you one day. I've seen it happen before numerous times. Hopefully this fight can get done and everything can be clean and get a great fight, but we gone.